Hello, boys and girls. Well, I'm back at Windy Hill and resting and recuperating from my trip to South Florida, which I got back at about 3:30 in the morning. Was it yesterday morning, the day before? Anyway, recuperating. I liked the tie in the last video that I did before I left town on the 1st of July, and so I decided to wear another eagle. This eagle, and this one I have, by the way, for those of you from another planet that don't know what HD stands for, it stands for Harley Davidson. This one I put on my old tie tack that has an S on it. My last name initial is an S, and so I used to wear this tie. This was the ultimate power tie back in my old CEO days. So when I put this tie on, I was putting on my battle uniform. Anyway, I found out why AIG was up 1,500% on the last video before I left town, because it had a 20-to-1 reverse stock split. So that's why it was showing those profits. It seems to be down since then. Like, reversing the stock split 20-to-1 will make it worth more money or something like that. Might as well leave it a penny stock. I think it was still able to be listed because it was still over $1. But the word I want to talk about today is the red dress. The red dress. Delta Airlines has a signature uniform that is red, and they're saying that they're not going to make it in over a size 18. So that's size 20 and above. And there's a lot of, I know this is a tough subject and I'll get a lot of heat on this, but if you're a size 20 and you're a flight attendant, how are you going to help me out of an airplane in an emergency? I will most likely have to help you. You cannot be physically fit if you're a size 20, which gets us into a whole discussion on whether, us being a fat society and that sort of thing. I fight the battle of the bulge just like everybody else. And somebody showed me a huge tummy the other day, and he was patting it and saying, "Do you know what this is?" And I said, "Yeah, it's a lack of discipline." That's true. We are undisciplined when it comes to food. Now, I love food. I'm going to go out and have a nice dinner tonight with a friend, but it'll be the first meal I've had today because I like to eat and I don't like to get fat. So every year at Lent, because I'm Catholic, one of the things I do is I will fast for 5 days. I fast for 5 days for some religious reasons. I also lose a little bit of weight, not as much as when I first did it, because God wanted to take away that incentive. But I fast for 5 days, drinking nothing but water, and just to show you that it can be done, and you can do it, and you can do it voluntarily. So at any rate, I'll get off that subject for the time being anyway. But we are a fat society, and that's one of the principal things wrong with our health. There are so many illnesses that come from just obesity. All the diabetic-related things, and many of the heart-related things, and just general health in general. We need to be a lot thinner, and we need to be more physically fit. Even if you don't live longer, you'll live better. So I use the first rule of physics diet: from nothing, nothing comes. And stop eating and I lose weight. So at any rate, the stock market seems to be surging. I know that it looks like that I don't do any of these videos when the stock market is down. And actually the reverse is true. Every time I leave town, the stock market crashes. So I'll try to stay here more often. I can't afford it either. Last week was an expensive week for me too. And that brings us to the closing, and the only rule that there is in the stock market. Paul Kangas used to close his show with the expression, proving once again the market will do whatever it has to do to prove the most people wrong. It's the only rule that I've found is hard and fast. And If you want to see my track record, go back and look at some of the old videos I've done. You'll see that the things you're hearing today are the things I told you about yesterday. And now, back to you.